Hey, Charles.
Hey, Charles.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Excellent.
Good.
How are you?
So January 1st of this year, you bring out this amazing season 3 of Cobra Kai. In the middle of the year, you produce Plan B, which happens to be one of my favorite movies of the year. And now on December 31st, you're going to have season 4 of Cobra Kai, which, dare I say it, may even top on season 3. It might be the best season I've seen, and a lot happens. What a year. How is it that you've managed to have all these incredible projects even in a pandemic year? You guys are doing such amazing work.
No, it's been an amazing run right now. You know, the three of us, we've all been friends since childhood. So to be able to have this career and work on these fun projects together has been a dream come true. Cobra Kai, it's been the gift that keeps on giving. We've actually just finished filming, or not finished, but almost finished filming season 5 this year. So the pandemic has not been a quiet one of work for us. You know, we've had the masks on, the shields on. It's a whole different way of making TV and film, but it's still doing the same job all this time. But we're really glad you enjoyed all the work. And Plan B was awesome to make. We love that and hope more people check it out.
So how is it that you're managing to find the tone? I mean, I've always enjoyed your projects throughout, but it feels like your show, Cobra Kai, feels like it's really in the pocket in terms of understanding. You've had some time to sort of sit with the show, let it marinate a bit, but it really feels like you've just found that balance. How did you go about doing it?
Well, for a large part of our careers, we were in the R-rated, comedy space exclusively, and shifting to Cobra Kai, it was actually a very easy shift for us because we grew up as Karate Kid fans first and foremost. And, that was the way we approached it. We didn't approach it saying, how can we completely, subvert this universe and make it something it's not? Our earliest goals with this were, how can we continue on the legacy of this film? How can we look at John Avildsen's, frames and do something that ties in? How can we make this an extension of these characters that feels natural for the fandom, that doesn't feel like, well, they wouldn't do that, and that doesn't make sense, and that doesn't line up with the movies. We really just approached it, from storytelling, from character, without bringing any, baggage or any ulterior motives to it. And it's been a great experience, and it's actually come quite easily to us. So,
Hayden, maybe I'll get you in for this. As soon as I found this season on the media site, I went to it. I just devoured it. I mean, I was watching it like within a day. Like, I couldn't stop. Every episode was so good. Can we set it up a little bit this year? I mean, at the risk of, I don't want to give away too much, but a lot happens and it's really incredible. What are we going to see this year?
Well, first off, I mean, if you've been, on this Cobra Kai journey, season 4 is really exciting because you got Johnny and Daniel teaming up. So you get to see these two guys with completely different ideologies, completely different perspectives, and all sorts of bad blood between the two of them having to teach a class together. So with that comes a lot of comedy, a lot of conflict, and a lot of goosebumpy moments as they each kind of, have to learn to appreciate each other's styles. And, meanwhile, on the other side of the valley, we have another team up, John Kreese going to Terry Silver. Terry Silver, who is, one of the biggest arch villains in 80s movie history. Just, the Karate Kid 3 is very over the top, very crazy, but his performance was always so great. And we felt if we could, kind of ground that into a modern day kind of story, it could be really fun. And so for people who remember that character, you're going to see aspects that you love about him, but also, it's going to fit within the tone of what we've done. And then when it comes to the kids, I think in season 4, with everything so heightened, we wanted to remember to stick to the roots of what this series and the show has always been about, which is bullying. And so we have, some new characters enter the fray and that are connected to all the other storylines. And it's like a 47-layer cake. With all sorts of, it's a half-hour show that has more characters than any other half-hour show probably. But there's so much there. and it gives you a lot of rooting interest. So by the time you're at the All Valley tournament, it's not just one underdog you're rooting for. You have so much invested in so many different things that it really culminates in the biggest climax that I think that this franchise has had yet.
Well, Sholo calls you guys the big three. I think you're doing such incredible work and collaborative, and I think it's so wonderful to see the response to Cobra Kai and Plan B and everything you're doing. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Charles. Really appreciate it.